Hi guys. In lieu of Mother's Day, I wanted to kind of do a video about mothers, big surprise, and eating disorders. And since I am a mother, obviously. Okay, this is already starting retarded. And I have an eating disorder. Again, big surprise. I kind of fall into an interesting category. So, first of all, with the statistics, you know that people, mainly girls with eating disorders, are around the adolescent and like 20-year-old age range. And also, new, not surprising statistics are that teen pregnancy is a big deal right now. And so I kind of thought, I was just kind of thinking to myself that, why aren't people talking about probably this new thing of young moms with eating disorders? Like, it's probably a big deal and people probably aren't talking about it, but I'm going to. And I remember when I found out I was pregnant, I considered abortion. And so I did a lot of research on it, because that's just something I do, is I research a topic and I try to learn a lot about it before I make a decision. And I can't remember the number right now, but pretty much like the abortion rate among people with anorexia is like really high. Like, it would probably freak you out, and so you probably actually don't really want to know it. But it's very high. And after like learning about abortion more, because I was kind of like, I knew what happened, and pretty much as far along like term wise that I would have had to, I couldn't just take the abortion pill. Basically, I would have actually had to have a medical abortion, and I couldn't go through with that. Anyway, so I found this PowerPoint after I was doing some more research today on just in general mothers with eating disorders. And this is kind of more with not moms that had eating disorders pre-pregnancy. This is kind of related to postpartum period. So anyway, I'm going to kind of be reading to you. So, postpartum period is a vulnerable time for onset and exacerbation of the ED psychopathology because of the following reasons. There are unrealistic expectations regarding post-pregnancy weight loss, with failure to achieve this resulting in worsened mood and self-esteem, which is very true. Just look at any gossip magazine on the stand today. Like, if you go to Target or Walmart or the grocery store, pick up a gossip magazine, and so many celebrities, like, it's like the new thing right now is pregnancy. But there's this whole new thing, which I'm not going to get into talking about right now, is pregorexia. Not gaining too much weight, not eating bad things during your pregnancy, and then losing all of your pregnancy weight by 6 weeks postpartum. Disruptions in routine, sleep, and meal times may make it difficult to establish regular eating patterns. Very true. If you're breastfeeding especially, you're nursing every 2 hours, and it makes it hard to sleep. Attending to infants' feeds may trigger loss of control and binging in some mothers, which is true because you just kind of eat whenever you can, and your body's like craving all these nutrients to keep up with the feeding schedule. And I know that's true for me because during pregnancy, I was like, my body was craving all these nutrients from when I had been starving before I got pregnant. And then on top of breastfeeding, my body was still craving those calories to produce milk. This is infancy and early childhood. Compared to infants of non-eating disordered mothers, female infants of eating disordered mothers, they suckled faster at 2 and 4 weeks, which is true. I always nicknamed Isabel Piranha Baby. They weaned from the bottle feedings 9 months later and with more difficulty. For me, I don't know if that's true yet, but Isabel isn't very attached to her bottle right now. They experience higher rates of vomiting. That would be the baby, not me. Isabel doesn't really spit up. I mean, this is just, in general. Children of mothers with eating disorders showed more negative effects such as sadness, crying, and irritability at 5 years. And this was a study done in 1999, in case you're curious. Also found that compared to controls, mothers with eating disorders had a less organized schedule of feeding, were more likely to use food for non-nutritional purposes to reward or calm the child, had significantly greater concern about their daughter's weight from age 2 years onward. This is an observational study of 1-year-olds. Mothers with eating disorders were more likely to express negative comments towards their infants during mealtimes, more likely to be intrusive during mealtimes by cutting across and/or disrupting the infant, more likely to miss their infant's cues. There are more conflict at mealtimes, and the children of mothers with eating disorders weigh less. What was that? Hold on, let me go back. Sorry. Oh, this is another little blurb that I kind of found disturbing. And this was other findings. Women with eating disorders are less likely to eat in front of other children, which that's not surprising. But those with anorexia nervosa are more likely to underfeed their children through diluting bottle feeds, reducing the amount of food available in the home, forbidding sweets, and discourage requests for second helpings. And I don't know, that just kind of makes me really sad to think about that mothers would do that to their children. I mean, forbidding sweets, that's not anything bad. I do that. Children don't need to be eating cake and crap and candy like that. But diluting the bottle, that's just sick. And I don't even know. Reducing the amount of food in the house, intentionally, that's fine. I would do that for myself, but I'd have my little zone of food, but to do that to your child, that freaks me out. I don't know. That was in 2001. Anyway, let me go back up. So in summary, it was saying that eating psychopathology in mothers may increase the risk of their children developing feeding difficulties. Obviously, this may increase the risk of the child developing an eating disorder in later life. Mothers with eating disorders may find general aspects of the parenting role more challenging. So that's just kind of what I wanted to talk about. So I'm almost at 10 minutes, but I don't know, I just kind of wanted to talk about that because, being a mother is hard enough as it is, but having an eating disorder makes it that much more difficult. And people always give me the line, "You're a mother, why isn't it enough?" And it is enough, it's just hard. So anyway, I hope you all had a fabulous Mother's Day. And goodbye.